Have you ever noticed that the hardest part of learning English is not grammar, not vocabulary, but that strange moment when someone asks you a simple question like, "So, how was your day?" And suddenly, your mind goes completely blank.
Oh, wow, yes. You know the answer in your own language, but in English, your brain just freezes.
Exactly. And here's the surprising thing. Native speakers talk about their day constantly. At work, at school, at dinner, on the phone, in text messages, even while buying coffee.
That's true. How's your day going might be one of the most common English questions ever.
And today, you're going to learn how to answer that question naturally, confidently, and without sounding robotic. Because in this episode of Talk Easy Daily, we're going to practice real-life English you can actually use every single day.
Not textbook English?
No textbook English. Real English. The kind people actually speak when they talk about work, stress, funny moments, busy mornings, bad traffic, good coffee, embarrassing situations, all of it.
I love this already, because honestly, daily life English feels more useful than memorizing random grammar rules.
Exactly. And here's something important for you watching right now. If you can talk about your day clearly in English, your confidence will grow incredibly fast because daily conversation is the foundation of fluency.
So by the end of this episode, viewers will know how to describe their day naturally?
Yes, step by step, with stories, examples, mistakes to avoid, and simple phrases you can start using immediately after this video.
Then this episode might become one of the most practical English lessons we've ever done on Talk Easy Daily.
And while you watch, I want you to think about your own day too. What happened today? Was it stressful, funny, boring, productive, relaxing? Because before this episode ends, you'll know exactly how to explain it in English naturally.
And honestly, I think a lot of viewers are going to realize they already know more English than they think.
Absolutely. Sometimes fluency is not about learning thousands of new words. Sometimes it's simply learning how to use the words you already know in real life.
Okay, Alex, let me ask the question that makes so many English learners nervous.
Go ahead.
How was your day?
Perfect. That simple question can create panic for beginners. But today, we're going to make it easy.
And if you're watching right now, stay until the end because Alex is going to show you how native speakers make even boring days sound interesting in English.
That's one of the biggest secrets of conversation.
Also, quick question for everyone watching. When someone asks about your day in English, what's the first word you usually say?
Fine.
Exactly. Everybody says fine.
And today, we're going to fix that.
So if you're excited to improve your real English conversation skills, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Talk Easy Daily, and let's start talking about daily life like real English speakers.
All right, Emma, let's begin with the most common situation imaginable.
Someone asks, how was your day?
Right. Most beginners answer with one-word responses, like good, fine, or bad.
Which sounds very short.
Exactly. Native conversations usually continue a little more naturally. For example,
My day was pretty busy, actually.
or
Honestly, it was exhausting.
even,
It started badly, but it got better later.
notice something important here. These answers are simple. No complicated grammar, no advanced vocabulary.
But they sound real.
Exactly. Real conversation is emotional. It has detail. It has personality.
So instead of fine, you add a little story.
Yes, even one extra sentence changes everything.
Can we do examples?
Definitely. Imagine I ask you, how was your day?
It was pretty good. I had a lot of work this morning, but after lunch, things became more relaxed.
Perfect. Very natural.
And not difficult.
That's the important part. Many English learners think fluent English must sound complicated.
But actually, simple English spoken naturally sounds more fluent.
Exactly. Let me show another example.
Okay?
My day was kind of stressful because I woke up late and missed my bus.
Oh no, that already feels like real life.
Because daily English is connected to everyday experiences. And viewers, here's a powerful tip. Stop trying to sound perfect. Start trying to sound real.
That advice alone might help so many people.
Let's talk about morning routines, because this is one of the easiest ways to practice daily life English.
And everybody has a morning routine, even if it's chaotic.
Especially if it's chaotic.
Honestly, some mornings feel like survival.
Exactly. So instead of memorizing random vocabulary lists, practice describing your actual morning.
Like what?
Simple things. Listen carefully. I woke up late. I hit the snooze button 3 times. I rushed out of the house. I skipped breakfast. I got stuck in traffic.
Wow, those are super useful.
Because these are things people say every day.
Can I try making a full sentence?
Go ahead.
This morning was stressful because I overslept and had to get ready really fast.
Excellent. Very natural.
And honestly relatable.
That's another secret of good conversation. Relatable English creates connection.
You know what's interesting? Sometimes learners understand English in movies, but they struggle to talk about their own life.
Exactly.
because passive understanding and active speaking are very different skills.
So this episode is helping viewers speak actively.
Yes, and here's a challenge for everyone watching right now. Pause mentally for 5 seconds and think, how did your morning start today?
Ooh, that's good.
Now try describing it in English using only simple words.
Even beginners can do that.
Absolutely. You don't need advanced vocabulary to communicate clearly.
Actually, can we talk about one huge mistake learners make?
Definitely.
Some people try to translate directly from their native language.
Yes, and that often creates unnatural sentences.
Because every language expresses daily life differently.
Exactly. Native English speakers often use very relaxed expressions. For example, instead of saying, I was extremely tired, many people simply say,
I was so tired.
or instead of, I became angry,
I got annoyed.
right. Small differences make your English sound more natural.
Can we do a mini story?
Absolutely. Stories are one of the best ways to remember English. All right, listen carefully. This morning, I planned to wake up early and go for a run, but when my alarm rang, I turned it off and fell asleep again. When I finally woke up, I looked at my phone and realized I was already late for work. I jumped out of bed, got dressed in 5 minutes, and left the house without breakfast.
That feels exactly like a real conversation.
And notice something important. The grammar is simple past tense. That's it.
So viewers don't need complicated grammar to tell interesting stories.
Exactly. Simplicity plus emotion equals good communication.
You know what I love about this topic? Everyone watching can immediately practice it after the episode.
Yes, tonight, tomorrow morning, at work, with friends, these phrases are instantly useful.
Which makes learning feel more exciting.
Absolutely. And viewers, here's another important point. Repetition creates fluency. If you describe your day in English every day for 1 month, your speaking confidence will improve dramatically.
Even if you only speak for 2 minutes?
Even 2 minutes helps. Consistency matters more than perfection.
That's actually motivating.
Let's move into another daily life situation, talking about work or school.
Ah, yes, the topic almost everyone talks about constantly.
Exactly. English conversations often include small updates about your day. For example, work was crazy today.
I had so many meetings.
My teacher gave us tons of homework.
I was busy all afternoon.
Those sound supernatural and easy to remember because they reflect real experiences.
Can we talk about emotional expressions too?
Definitely. Emotions make conversations feel human. Instead of only describing activities, describe feelings.
Like, I felt really tired after work.
Perfect.
I was nervous before my presentation.
Excellent.
I was actually proud of myself today.
That's a powerful one.
Because daily conversations are not only about events, they're about emotions connected to events.
Exactly. And viewers, this is where many learners suddenly sound much more fluent. The moment you start expressing feelings naturally, your English becomes more alive.
You know what's funny? Sometimes the smallest emotional phrase sounds incredibly natural.
Very true. Even something like,
I was so relieved when the day finally ended. Oh wow, that sounds exactly like something people really say.
because it is.
I think viewers are starting to realize that daily English is less about difficult words and more about realistic expression.
Exactly right.
And honestly, this episode already feels like a conversation I could use today.
That's the goal of Talk Easy Daily. We want English to feel practical, personal, and real.
Okay, Alex, here's a question for the viewers. What's one word that describes your day today?
Busy? Relaxing? Stressful? Exciting? Boring?
Write your answer in the comments because interacting in English helps your brain learn faster.
And don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of the process.
Honestly, some people wait too long before they start speaking.
Yes, they try to become perfect first.
But language doesn't work that way.
Exactly. You become fluent by using English before you feel fully ready.
That sentence is important
Very important.
because so many viewers probably understand more English than they speak.
Absolutely. And today, we're helping bridge that gap.
Okay, but what about boring days?
Ah, great question.
Sometimes nothing interesting happens.
True, but native speakers still talk about boring days all the time.
Really?
Absolutely. And here's the secret. Small details make ordinary days sound interesting.
Ooh, explain that.
Instead of saying, my day was boring, you can say,
My day was pretty quiet. I mostly stayed home, answered emails, and watched videos online.
That instantly sounds more conversational.
Exactly. Details create connection,
Even tiny details?
especially tiny details.
That's actually fascinating because many learners think they need exciting stories to practice English,
But everyday life is enough.
which means viewers already have unlimited speaking topics every single day.
Exactly. Your life is your English practice material.
That's such a good mindset.
And we're only getting started because next we're going to talk about one of the biggest differences between textbook English and real spoken English.
The way native speakers actually react during conversations.
And once viewers understand this, their conversations will sound dramatically more natural.
So don't go anywhere. The next part might completely change the way you speak English every day.
All right, let's continue with something incredibly important for sounding natural in English.
Reactions.
Exactly. Native speakers react constantly during conversations. And honestly, these small reactions make your English sound alive.
Because conversations are not only about information.
Right, they're about connection. Imagine someone says, "I had such a stressful morning." If you answer with silence,
That becomes awkward immediately.
exactly. Native speakers usually react automatically with phrases like,
Oh no, that sounds exhausting. Seriously? No way. That's frustrating. Those tiny phrases make conversations feel human.
and viewers, this is one of the fastest ways to improve your spoken English naturally. You don't always need long answers. Sometimes short emotional reactions are enough.
That's actually comforting for beginners.
Very comforting, because many learners think they must speak in long, perfect sentences all the time.
But real conversations are full of short reactions.
Exactly. Let's practice a realistic conversation.
Okay.
I spilled coffee on my shirt before work.
Oh no. Seriously?
Perfect.
And then my computer stopped working.
That sounds like a terrible day.
Wow, that already feels natural.
Because natural conversation has rhythm. One person shares, the other reacts.
Like emotional ping pong.
Exactly.
You know what's interesting? A lot of viewers probably understand these reactions when they hear them, but they don't use them themselves.
Very true. Passive vocabulary and active vocabulary are different things.
So how can viewers make these reactions automatic?
Repetition and imitation. Listen carefully to native conversations, movies, podcasts, YouTube videos. Notice the little reactions people use repeatedly.
Because native speakers repeat the same conversational patterns constantly.
Exactly. English conversation is more predictable than many learners realize.
That's actually encouraging.
Very encouraging. And here's another huge secret. Natural speaking is not about speaking faster.
Ooh, that's important.
Many learners think fluency means speed, but actually, speaking clearly and comfortably sounds much more fluent than speaking very fast with panic.
That explains why some slow speakers still sound incredibly fluent.
Exactly. Confidence and rhythm matter more than speed.
I think some viewers needed to hear that today.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about another daily life topic people discuss constantly.
Food?
Exactly.
Honestly, people can talk about food forever.
And it's one of the easiest ways to practice conversational English because everybody eats every day.
True.
Listen to these natural phrases.
I skipped breakfast this morning.
I grabbed a quick sandwich for lunch.
I was craving something sweet.
I made pasta for dinner.
I ordered takeout because I was too tired to cook. Those sound so real.
Because they are real. Native speakers use these kinds of phrases every single day.
Can we do a mini dialogue?
Definitely.
Okay, how was your day?
Pretty busy, honestly. I barely had time to eat lunch.
Oh, really? What did you eat?
Just a quick sandwich and coffee.
That sounds exactly like everyday English,
And notice again, simple vocabulary.
but natural structure.
Exactly. Fluency is often about familiarity, not complexity,
You know what I love about daily life English? The topics repeat constantly.
which is amazing for learning.
Because you practice the same kinds of conversations again and again.
Exactly. Daily repetition strengthens memory naturally.
So viewers shouldn't feel bad if they talk about the same topics often.
Not at all. Repetition is powerful. In fact, native speakers repeat the same conversation topics constantly. Work, food, sleep, stress, weather, plans, traffic, family.
That's true, actually.
Everyday conversation is built on familiar patterns.
Which means beginners can become conversational much faster than they think.
Absolutely.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about something every viewer understands deeply.
Let me guess.
Being tired.
Exactly.
People are exhausted everywhere.
And English has so many natural ways to express tiredness. Listen carefully.
I'm exhausted. I'm running on no sleep. I'm completely drained. I'm so tired today. I could fall asleep right now. Running on no sleep sounds very natural.
Yes, native speakers love expressive phrases like that.
Can we explain drained?
Of course, drained means you feel mentally or physically exhausted, like all your energy disappeared.
Ah, like your battery is empty.
Exactly. For example, after that meeting, I felt completely drained.
That sounds super useful for work conversations.
Very useful. And viewers, here's something important. Emotional vocabulary helps you sound more fluent because emotions are central to real conversations.
People connect emotionally first.
Exactly. If your English can express emotions naturally, conversations become easier and more enjoyable.
I think many learners focus too much on perfect grammar and not enough on emotional expression.
Very true.
Because even simple grammar can sound natural if the emotion feels real.
Exactly. Listen to this. I was so nervous before my interview this morning. Simple grammar, but emotionally clear,
And easy to understand.
which is the main goal of communication.
Okay, I have a question for viewers.
Go ahead.
What's your most used English phrase when you're tired?
I'm exhausted. I need coffee. I can't keep my eyes open.
Write it in the comments because reading other people's phrases can help you learn naturally too.
And don't just memorize phrases. Imagine real situations where you would use them.
That's such a good learning technique.
Context improves memory dramatically.
Which explains why random vocabulary lists feel harder to remember.
Exactly. The brain remembers stories and situations more easily than isolated words.
So instead of memorizing exhausted, imagine yourself after a long day at work.
Perfect example.
Okay, Alex, let's move into another massive daily conversation topic.
Transportation?
Yes, traffic, buses, trains, commuting.
People complain about transportation constantly in English.
Honestly, in every language.
Very true. Listen to these natural expressions.
Traffic was terrible today.
My train was delayed.
I missed the bus.
It took forever to get home.
The roads were completely packed.
It took forever sounds very conversational.
Exactly. Native speakers often exaggerate slightly in casual speech. Not literally forever, of course.
Right. It simply means a very long time.
English speakers really love exaggeration sometimes.
They do, especially in informal conversation.
Like saying, I'm starving.
Exactly. You're very hungry, not literally starving.
Or, I've told you 1,000,000 times.
Perfect example.
These little exaggerations make English sound more natural and emotional.
Exactly. And viewers, don't be afraid of sounding expressive. Real spoken English is often emotional, dramatic, and energetic.
Especially in casual conversations.
Right. Formal English and conversational English feel very different.
Which is why textbook conversations sometimes sound strange in real life.
Exactly. Real people interrupt, react emotionally, exaggerate, laugh, complain, and tell many stories.
Speaking of mini stories, can we do another one?
Definitely.
Okay.
I spilled coffee on my shirt before work.
And then my computer stopped working.
That sounds like a terrible day.
Wow, that already feels natural.
Because natural conversation has rhythm. One person shares, the other reacts.
Like emotional ping pong.
Exactly. You know what's interesting? A lot of viewers probably understand these reactions when they hear them, but they don't use them themselves. Very true. Passive vocabulary and active vocabulary are different things.
So how can viewers make these reactions automatic?
Repetition and imitation. Listen carefully to native conversations, movies, podcasts, YouTube videos. Notice the little reactions people use repeatedly.
Because native speakers repeat the same conversational patterns constantly.
Exactly. English conversation is more predictable than many learners realize.
That's actually encouraging.
Very encouraging. And here's another huge secret. Natural speaking is not about speaking faster.
Ooh, that's important.
Many learners think fluency means speed, but actually speaking clearly and comfortably sounds much more fluent than speaking very fast with panic.
That explains why some slow speakers still sound incredibly fluent.
Exactly. Confidence and rhythm matter more than speed.
I think some viewers needed to hear that today.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about another daily life topic people discuss constantly.
Food?
Exactly.
Honestly, people can talk about food forever.
And it's one of the easiest ways to practice conversational English because everybody eats every day.
True.
Listen to these natural phrases.
I skipped breakfast this morning.
I grabbed a quick sandwich for lunch.
I was craving something sweet.
I made pasta for dinner.
I ordered takeout because I was too tired to cook. Those sound so real.
Because they are real. Native speakers use these kinds of phrases every single day.
Can we do a mini dialogue?
Definitely.
Okay, how was your day?
Pretty busy, honestly. I barely had time to eat lunch.
Oh, really? What did you eat?
Just a quick sandwich and coffee.
That sounds exactly like everyday English.
And notice again, simple vocabulary.
But natural structure.
Exactly. Fluency is often about familiarity, not complexity.
You know what I love about daily life English? The topics repeat constantly.
Which is amazing for learning.
Because you practice the same kinds of conversations again and again.
Exactly. Daily repetition strengthens memory naturally.
So viewers shouldn't feel bad if they talk about the same topics often.
Not at all. Repetition is powerful. In fact, native speakers repeat the same conversation topics constantly. Work, food, sleep, stress, weather, plans, traffic, family.
That's true, actually.
Everyday conversation is built on familiar patterns.
Which means beginners can become conversational much faster than they think.
Absolutely.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about something every viewer understands deeply.
Let me guess.
Being tired.
Exactly.
People are exhausted everywhere.
And English has so many natural ways to express tiredness. Listen carefully.
I'm exhausted. I'm running on no sleep. I'm completely drained. I'm so tired today. I could fall asleep right now. Running on no sleep sounds very natural.
Yes, native speakers love expressive phrases like that.
Can we explain drained?
Of course. Drained means you feel mentally or physically exhausted, like all your energy disappeared.
Ah, like your battery is empty.
Exactly. For example, after that meeting, I felt completely drained.
That sounds super useful for work conversations.
Very useful. And viewers, here's something important. Emotional vocabulary helps you sound more fluent because emotions are central to real conversations.
People connect emotionally first.
Exactly. If your English can express emotions naturally, conversations become easier and more.
Especially then.
Okay, Alex. Next, I think we should talk about one of the most common daily situations ever.
Talking about plans?
Yes, because people are always asking, what are you doing later? What are your plans? What are you up to this weekend?
Exactly. And once viewers learn how to answer naturally, they'll unlock a huge part of everyday conversation.
Plus, there's one small mistake beginners make all the time when talking about future plans.
And in the next part, we're going to fix it with super simple examples anyone can use immediately.
So stay with us, because your daily English conversations are about to become even more natural.
All right, Emma, let's talk about future plans, because this topic appears in English conversations literally every single day.
Constantly. Friends ask about weekend plans, coworkers ask about evening plans, family asks about tomorrow's plans.
Exactly. And the good news is that talking about plans in English is actually very simple once you learn a few natural patterns.
Which is great, because beginners often overcomplicate future tense.
Very true. But in everyday conversation, native speakers usually keep things relaxed and simple.
Can you give examples?
Absolutely. Listen carefully. I'm meeting a friend later. I'm going to stay home tonight. I might watch a movie. I have to finish some work. I'm thinking about going out this weekend.
Those all sound super conversational.
Because they're practical, real-life English.
And I noticed something important. Native speakers often use going to or present continuous for future plans.
Excellent observation. For everyday conversations, people often say, I'm going shopping tomorrow, instead of, I will go shopping tomorrow.
Ah, so beginners sometimes sound too formal with will.
Exactly. Will is correct, but daily spoken English often sounds more natural with, I'm gonna, I'm going to, I'm meeting, I'm planning to.
Wait, did you just say gonna?
I did.
And that's important because viewers hear gonna everywhere.
Exactly. Native speakers say gonna constantly in casual speech.
But learners sometimes panic because they can't hear going to.
Very true. For example, I'm gonna stay home tonight really means I'm going to stay home tonight.
That's such an important listening skill.
Absolutely. Spoken English is often connected, relaxed, and fast.
Which explains why movie English sometimes feels difficult.
Exactly. Native speakers reduce sounds naturally.
Can viewers use gonna too?
In casual speaking, yes, but it's better to first feel comfortable with going to.
That makes sense.
Let's practice realistic plan conversations.
Okay.
What are you doing after work?
Honestly, I'm probably just going to relax at home.
Very natural.
What about you?
I'm meeting some friends for dinner later.
Wow, that already sounds like a real conversation between coworkers.
Exactly. And viewers, this is one of the biggest secrets of fluency. Learn conversation patterns, not isolated words.
Oh, explain that more.
Sure, many learners memorize vocabulary individually, but native conversation works in chunks.
Like phrases?
Exactly. For example, I'm thinking about, I'm planning to, I'm probably gonna, I don't feel like. These patterns appear constantly.
So instead of building every sentence from zero, you reuse familiar structures.
Exactly. That's how conversations become faster and more natural.
Honestly, that sounds much easier than trying to invent completely new sentences every time.
It is easier, and it's more realistic.
Okay, Alex, can we talk about weekends?
Of course.
Because people love talking about weekends.
Absolutely. Weekend conversations are everywhere in English-speaking culture.
Especially on Fridays.
Exactly. Listen to these common questions. Any plans for the weekend? What are you up to this weekend? Doing anything fun tomorrow?
Native speakers really ask these questions all the time.
Constantly. And here are some natural answers. I'm just going to take it easy. I might go shopping. I'm visiting family. I'm catching up on sleep. I don't really have any plans yet.
Catch up on sleep is such a useful expression.
Very useful. It means getting extra sleep after being tired for several days.
Which honestly describes many adults.
Very true.
Can we do a longer example?
Definitely.
Do you have any plans this weekend?
Not really. I think I'm just going to relax, clean my apartment, and maybe watch a movie.
That sounds incredibly natural.
Because it reflects real life. Most daily conversations are simple.
You know what's interesting? A lot of viewers probably understand more than they realize now.
Absolutely. Once English becomes connected to familiar situations, comprehension improves quickly.
Because the brain recognizes patterns.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about something everybody discusses.
Let me guess again.
Complaining.
Absolutely.
People complain in every language.
And complaining is actually a huge part of casual conversation.
Especially about work, traffic, weather, and being tired.
Exactly. Here are some very natural expressions. I've had such a long day. I'm so done with today.
This week has been exhausting. I can't wait to go home. I've been busy nonstop.
I'm so done with today sounds extremely natural.
Yes, it means you're emotionally tired of the day or situation.
Like your patience is finished.
Exactly.
Native English really uses emotions constantly,
Very true. Emotional expression creates connection and relatability.
which explains why robotic English sounds unnatural.
Exactly. Real conversations have feeling.
Okay, mini story time.
Let's do it.
This morning started badly because I spilled coffee everywhere. Then my internet stopped working during an online meeting, and later I realized I forgot my wallet at home. By the end of the day, I was completely done.
Perfect. That sounds like authentic conversational English.
And honestly, a realistic nightmare.
Very realistic.
You know what viewers might notice right now?
What's that?
Most of these stories use very ordinary vocabulary.
Exactly. Fluency does not require complicated words. It requires comfort with common words.
That sentence is powerful.
Think about it this way. The most fluent speakers usually master the most common words extremely well.
Instead of constantly searching for advanced vocabulary.
Exactly.
Okay, Alex, let's discuss another thing native speakers constantly do.
Telling tiny stories?
Yes, even simple conversations often become mini stories.
Very true. For example, someone asks, "How was your day?" And instead of saying, "Good," a native speaker might say, "It was actually pretty funny. I went to buy coffee this morning and the cashier accidentally gave me 2 drinks instead of 1.
That instantly sounds more engaging.
Exactly. Tiny details create interesting conversation.
Even simple moments become stories.
Yes, and viewers, this is a fantastic speaking exercise. Every evening, try telling yourself one tiny story about your day in English.
Ooh, I like that.
Maybe something funny happened. Maybe something annoying happened. Maybe something unexpected happened.
And it doesn't need to be dramatic.
Not at all. Small stories are enough.
Can we give viewers a storytelling structure?
Absolutely. Here's a very easy formula. Beginning, this morning. Problem or event. Something unexpected happened. Result. So in the end.
That's actually super easy to remember.
Exactly. Simplicity helps confidence.
Let me try one.
Go ahead.
This morning I was running late for work, and while I was leaving the house, I realized I still had my slippers on instead of my shoes, so I had to run back inside and change them really quickly.
Excellent.
Honestly, that sounds like something that could happen to me.
Which makes it memorable.
You know what's fascinating? The more relatable the story feels, the easier it is to understand.
Very true. Relatable context improves comprehension naturally.
Okay, can we talk about another common daily life topic?
Sure.
Weather.
Yes. The universal conversation starter.
Especially when people don't know what else to say.
Exactly. English speakers talk about weather constantly. Listen carefully. It's so hot today. The weather's been really nice lately. It started raining out of nowhere. I'm tired of this heat. It's freezing outside.
Out of nowhere sounds useful.
Very useful. It means something happens suddenly and unexpectedly.
Like the traffic came out of nowhere.
Exactly.
Or my stress level came out of nowhere.
Very relatable.
Honestly, weather conversations might seem boring, but they're incredibly useful for beginners.
Absolutely. Small talk is an important social skill in English-speaking environments.
Because conversations often start with simple, comfortable topics.
Exactly. Weather, traffic, food, work, weekend plans. These topics help people connect casually.
Which means small talk is not meaningless.
Right. It creates social comfort.
That's such an important cultural insight.
Very important.
Okay, viewers, quick challenge. Try answering this question in English right now. How's the weather where you live today?
Even one sentence is great practice.
And if you're nervous, remember something important.
Nobody becomes fluent by staying silent.
Exactly.
Speaking imperfect English is still speaking English.
And every conversation builds confidence.
Absolutely.
Okay, Alex, I think it's time we talk about one thing almost every learner secretly worries about.
Making mistakes?
Yes.
This is a huge topic.
Because some viewers probably understand today's episode perfectly, but still feel nervous about speaking.
Very true. And in the next part, we're going to talk honestly about fear, mistakes, embarrassment, and the surprising habit that helps fluent speakers improve faster than everyone else.
Plus, Alex is going to explain why some mistakes can actually make your English stronger.
And once viewers understand this mindset shift, speaking English daily will feel much less stressful.
So keep watching, because this next conversation might completely change the way you think about learning English.
All right, Emma, let's talk about the thing that secretly stops millions of people from speaking English confidently.
Fear of making mistakes.
Exactly.
Honestly, I think almost every English learner experiences this.
Absolutely. Even advanced learners sometimes feel nervous before speaking.
Especially in real conversations with native speakers.
Yes, because suddenly it feels real. Your brain starts thinking, what if I say something wrong? What if they don't understand me? What if my grammar's bad?
And then panic begins.
Exactly. But here's something incredibly important for everyone watching right now.
Mistakes are not proof that you're failing.
They're proof that you're learning.
That mindset can change everything.
It really can. Think about children learning their first language. They make thousands of mistakes,
Constantly.
but nobody expects perfection from them.
True.
Language develops through use, correction, repetition, and experience.
Not through waiting silently until you become perfect.
Exactly. And honestly, many English learners delay speaking for years because they're afraid of embarrassment.
Which actually slows improvement even more.
Very true. Speaking creates growth. Silence creates comfort, but not fluency.
Wow, that line is powerful.
And viewers, I want you to remember this deeply. Every fluent English speaker you admire once spoke broken English too.
Every single one.
Nobody starts fluent.
You know what's interesting? Sometimes learners apologize too much while speaking.
Oh yes, that's extremely common.
They say, sorry for my bad English,
Constantly.
even when their English is already understandable.
Exactly. And here's the truth. Communication matters more than perfection.
That's such an important lesson.
If someone understands your message, the conversation is already successful.
Even if your grammar wasn't perfect.
Absolutely.
Can we talk about common speaking fears?
Definitely.
Okay, fear number 1. What if I forget words?
Very normal fear. But native speakers forget words too.
Really?
All the time. Sometimes people pause and say, "What's the word? How do you say it? I forgot the name?"
So forgetting words is human, not failure.
Exactly.
Fear number 2. What if my pronunciation sounds strange?
Accent is not the enemy of communication. Clarity matters more than sounding exactly like a native speaker.
I think many viewers pressure themselves too much about accents.
Very true. Having an accent is normal. Millions of fluent English speakers have accents.
That's actually comforting.
Good, because confidence grows when you stop demanding impossible perfection from yourself.
Fear number 3. What if people laugh at me?
Honestly, most people respect someone trying to learn another language.
That's true.
And if someone mocks your English, that says more about their character than your ability.
Absolutely.
Plus, most conversations are much more forgiving than learners imagine.
Because real people care about understanding, not grammar exams.
Exactly.
Okay, Alex, let's give viewers practical ways to become more confident speaking daily English.
Great idea. Strategy number 1, talk to yourself in English.
Some people might think that sounds strange.
But it's incredibly effective. Describe your actions during the day.
Like, I'm making coffee. I need to answer emails. I'm getting ready for work.
Exactly. This builds automatic speaking habits.
And there's zero pressure because nobody is judging you.
Right.
Strategy number 2.
Stop translating every sentence in your head.
Ooh, yes, that slows conversations down so much.
Very true. Instead, train yourself to connect English directly with meaning and situations.
Can you explain that simply?
Sure. When you hear, "I'm exhausted," don't translate word by word. Imagine the feeling directly.
Ah, emotional understanding instead of translation.
Exactly.
That probably helps fluency feel faster and more natural.
It does.
Strategy number 3.
Use simple English confidently
That sounds easy, but many learners resist it.
because they think advanced vocabulary equals fluency.
But actually, natural simple English often sounds better.
Exactly. Compare these two sentences. I was extremely fatigued after completing occupational responsibilities.
Wow, that sounds robotic.
Now listen to this. I was really tired after work.
Much more natural.
Simpler, clearer, more human.
Honestly, viewers should remember that forever.
Absolutely.
Okay, can we talk about another powerful habit?
Listening repetition?
Yes.
One of the best ways to improve speaking naturally is repeating phrases you hear from native speakers.
Almost like copying conversational rhythm.
Exactly. Listen and imitate.
Not just vocabulary, but tone, emotion, pacing, reactions.
Perfect. That's how natural speaking develops.
Which explains why podcasts are so useful.
Absolutely. Especially conversational podcasts like Talk Easy Daily.
Nice.
Because viewers hear realistic interaction repeatedly.
You know what's funny? Some learners study grammar for years, but rarely listen to natural conversations.
Very true. But conversations teach rhythm, emotional expression, and timing.
Things textbooks often cannot teach properly.
Exactly.
Okay, Alex, let's do a realistic conversation where someone makes mistakes naturally.
Great idea.
I'll go first. Go ahead. Yesterday, I miss my train?
Very realistic learner moment.
Exactly.
A natural correction would be, I missed my train.
And then continue speaking.
Right. Don't panic. Don't stop the entire conversation.
Just keep going.
Exactly.
I missed my train, so I arrived late to work, and my manager was already waiting for me.
Perfect.
That's actually encouraging because the mistake didn't destroy communication.
Exactly.
Small corrections are normal.
You know what makes learners freeze sometimes?
What?
They think one mistake ruins the conversation.
But native conversations move too quickly for that. Most people focus on overall meaning.
Not tiny grammar details.
Exactly.
Okay, viewers, here's a challenge for you. The next time you speak English, try this. Don't apologize for mistakes. Don't stop after every small error. Just continue expressing your idea.
That single habit can dramatically increase speaking confidence.
Because confidence often grows from momentum.
Very true.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about daily English habits that build fluency over time.
Excellent topic.
Because many viewers probably wonder, how can I practice every day if I don't live in an English-speaking country?
Great question. And honestly, modern technology makes daily practice much easier than before.
Definitely.
Here are simple habits anyone can start. Think in English for 5 minutes daily. Describe your routine aloud. Watch short English videos consistently. Repeat useful phrases. Write tiny daily journal entries.
Tiny journal entries sound especially helpful.
Very helpful. Even 3 sentences daily improves active English ability.
Like, today was busy. I worked all afternoon. I'm tired but happy.
Perfect.
Simple but powerful.
Exactly. Small daily practice creates huge long-term improvement.
I think many learners underestimate consistency.
Very true. They search for perfect methods instead of sustainable habits.
But fluency is built gradually.
Exactly. One conversation at a time, one phrase at a time, one listening session at a time.
That's actually motivating because it makes fluency feel achievable.
It absolutely is achievable.
Okay, Alex, can we talk about confidence during real conversations?
Definitely.
Sometimes learners understand everything while listening alone, but panic during live conversations.
That's extremely common.
Why does that happen? Because real conversations involve pressure, speed, unpredictability, and emotional stress. Your brain suddenly has to respond immediately. Exactly. But here's the good news. Confidence improves through exposure, meaning the more conversations you have, the easier conversations become. Precisely. Even awkward conversations help, especially awkward conversations. Really? Yes. Every uncomfortable conversation trains your brain to handle future conversations better.
That's such a healthy way to see mistakes.
It's realistic. Progress is messy sometimes.
Honestly, viewers probably need to hear that more often.
Absolutely. Social media sometimes creates unrealistic expectations.
Like people becoming fluent in 30 days.
Exactly. Real language learning takes patience and consistency.
But the progress is worth it.
Completely worth it.
Especially when you suddenly realize, wait, I just had a real conversation in English.
That moment feels incredible.
And it starts with small daily speaking habits.
Exactly.
Okay, let's do one more realistic daily conversation before we continue.
Sounds good.
Hey, how was your day?
Honestly, pretty stressful. I had a lot of work to finish and I barely had time to relax.
Oh no, are you finally done now?
Yeah, thankfully. I'm just going to eat dinner and take it easy tonight.
That sounds so natural and comfortable.
And viewers, notice something important again. Simple vocabulary, natural emotions, realistic rhythm.
That's really the formula for conversational English.
Exactly.
All right, in the next part, we're going even deeper into real-life English situations.
We're going to explore storytelling, social conversations, funny misunderstandings, and the hidden habits that make some English learners improve dramatically faster than others.
Plus, Alex is going to explain one daily habit that can completely transform your listening and speaking ability over time.
And honestly, most learners ignore it.
So stay with us, because the next section might become the turning point in your English journey.
All right, Emma, let's talk about something that separates passive learners from people who actually become confident English speakers.
Daily exposure?
Exactly.
Honestly, I think many learners study English sometimes, but fluent speakers interact with English constantly.
Very true. And here's the important part. Exposure does not always mean formal studying.
Ooh, explain that.
Sure. Many people imagine English practice must look like sitting at a desk with grammar books for hours.
Which sounds exhausting.
Exactly. But real language improvement often happens through small daily habits.
Like listening to podcasts while cooking?
Perfect example.
Watching short videos in English?
Yes,
Thinking about your schedule in English?
absolutely.
Even reading comments online in English?
Definitely. Small repeated exposure trains your brain naturally over time.
So fluency becomes part of your lifestyle instead of a separate activity.
Exactly. And viewers, this is one of the biggest mindset shifts you can make. Stop asking, how can I study English perfectly? Start asking, how can I live with English daily?
Wow, that changes the whole feeling of learning.
It really does.
Because suddenly, English becomes connected to your real life.
Exactly. And that connection makes memory stronger.
You know what's interesting? Some viewers probably understand English very well when they're relaxed at home.
But panic during conversations.
Exactly.
That's because listening comfort and speaking confidence develop differently.
So how do learners bridge that gap?
By creating low-pressure speaking opportunities every day.
Such as?
Talking to yourself. Repeating podcast sentences aloud. Describing what you see around you. Shadowing native speakers.
Wait, shadowing is incredibly powerful.
Extremely powerful.
Can you explain it for beginners?
Of course, shadowing means listening to native English and repeating it immediately with similar rhythm and pronunciation.
Almost like becoming the speaker's echo.
Exactly.
So if you hear, "I'm so tired today," you immediately repeat, "I'm so tired today."
Perfect.
And this helps pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence at the same time?
Exactly, because your brain starts absorbing natural conversational patterns automatically.
Honestly, that sounds much more practical than memorizing random grammar rules endlessly.
Because spoken language is physical too. Your mouth needs practice creating English sounds comfortably.
That's such a good point.
Listening alone is not enough. Speaking creates muscle memory.
Which explains why some learners understand English perfectly but still struggle to speak smoothly.
Very true.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about storytelling again because native speakers love telling little stories.
Absolutely. Stories are central to human conversation.
Even tiny everyday moments become stories.
Exactly. Someone asks, "How was your day?" And suddenly you hear a story about traffic, coffee, work, pets, shopping, family, anything.
Can we show viewers how to make stories more interesting naturally?
Definitely. One easy technique is adding emotional reactions.
Ooh, examples please.
Instead of saying, "I missed my bus," you can say, "I was so annoyed because I missed my bus by literally 10 seconds."
That already sounds more alive.
Exactly. Add feelings, reactions, and tiny details.
Another example?
Sure. Instead of, "I went shopping," try, "I went shopping after work and the store was unbelievably crowded."
Unbelievably crowded sounds very conversational,
Native speakers often add emotional emphasis naturally.
which makes stories feel personal.
Exactly.
You know what's funny? Some learners think their life is too boring to practice English with,
But ordinary life is actually perfect practice material.
because daily conversations are usually ordinary too.
Precisely.
Most people are not telling dramatic movie stories every day.
Right. They're talking about lunch, work, stress, sleep, plans, shopping, weather.
Real life.
Exactly.
Okay, viewers, here's a challenge. Think about one tiny annoying thing that happened today.
Maybe your internet was slow. Maybe you dropped something. Maybe you forgot your charger.
Now try explaining it in English with emotion.
That's fantastic speaking practice.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about another huge conversation topic.
Relationships and social life?
Yes, friends, family, coworkers, these conversations happen constantly.
Absolutely. And English learners often know grammar, but struggle with casual social English.
Because casual English feels less predictable.
Exactly. But there are still many common patterns. Listen carefully. I haven't talked to him in a while. We hung out after work. I called my friend last night. My family came over for dinner. I'm meeting some friends later.
Hung out is extremely common.
Very common. It means spending relaxed time together socially.
Native speakers use phrasal verbs constantly in casual conversation,
They really do.
which can feel scary for learners sometimes.
True. But you don't need to learn thousands immediately. Start with the most common daily ones.
Like wake up, go out, hang out, run into, pick up.
Perfect examples.
Can we explain run into?
Sure. Run into means meeting someone unexpectedly.
Like, I ran into my old teacher at the supermarket.
Exactly.
English really becomes more natural when you learn these conversational phrases.
Very true.
Okay, Alex, let's do a realistic friend conversation.
Sounds good.
Hey, how's your week been?
Pretty busy, honestly. I've barely had time to relax.
Same here. I'm completely exhausted.
Yeah, this week has felt really long.
At least the weekend's almost here.
That sounds exactly like natural small talk between friends or coworkers.
And viewers probably understood almost every word.
Because common conversational English repeats itself constantly.
Repetition really is powerful.
Absolutely.
Okay, now I want to talk about something many learners secretly struggle with.
Listening to fast English?
Yes.
Huge topic.
Sometimes learners understand slow English perfectly, but fast conversations feel impossible.
Very common experience. And usually the problem is not vocabulary.
Really?
Often the real issue is connected speech.
Meaning words blend together?
Exactly. Native speakers connect sounds naturally. For example, "What are you doing?" can sound more like, "What are you doing?"
Which sounds completely different to beginners.
Exactly.
Another example?
Sure. "Did you eat yet?" can sound like, "Jeet yet?"
Wow, spoken English really changes.
It does, and that's why listening practice matters so much.
So learners shouldn't panic if movie English sounds fast sometimes?
Not at all. Fast spoken English challenges even advanced learners occasionally.
That's reassuring.
Good.
because listening skill develops gradually through exposure.
Not instantly.
Exactly.
So what should viewers do when they don't understand everything?
Don't panic. Focus on overall meaning first.
Instead of obsessing over every single word?
Precisely. Native speakers themselves often focus on meaning more than individual words during fast conversations.
That's actually a huge mindset shift.
Very important mindset shift.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about confidence during social situations.
Great topic.
Some learners feel comfortable speaking alone, but become nervous around groups.
Extremely normal.
Especially if multiple people are speaking quickly.
Right. Group conversations are harder because the pace changes constantly.
So what's the solution?
Start small. One-on-one conversations build confidence first.
That makes sense.
Also remember, you do not need to understand 100% to participate successfully.
Ooh, that's important.
Understanding the general conversation is often enough.
Because real conversations are flexible.
Exactly.
Can we give viewers some survival phrases for conversations?
Absolutely. These are incredibly useful. Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't catch that. What do you mean? Can you say that a little slower?
Those phrases are lifesavers.
Completely normal phrases even among native speakers sometimes.
Really?
Absolutely. People mishear things constantly.
That honestly makes conversations feel less intimidating.
Good, because conversations are messy for everyone occasionally.
Okay, viewers, quick question. What situation makes you most nervous in English conversations?
Talking on the phone, meeting strangers, group conversations, work meetings.
Write your answer in the comments, because chances are many other viewers feel exactly the same way.
And knowing you're not alone can make the learning journey feel much easier.
Definitely.
All right, Emma, let's move into another important daily life skill.
Reacting naturally during conversations?
Exactly, because fluent speakers don't only answer questions, they keep conversations moving smoothly.
And there are simple tricks for doing that.
Very simple tricks.
Like asking follow-up questions? Perfect example. If someone says, "I'm really tired today," instead of only saying, "Okay," you could say, "Oh really? Long day at work?"
Exactly. Conversations grow through curiosity.
Which makes interactions feel more natural and friendly.
Very true.
And honestly, good conversations are not about perfect English.
They're about connection.
That might be the most important lesson in this entire episode.
It might be.
Because once viewers stop chasing perfection and start focusing on communication, everything changes.
Exactly.
All right. Next, we're going deeper into advanced daily conversation habits, confidence-building techniques, and realistic speaking scenarios that fluent English speakers handle naturally every single day. Plus, we're going to reveal one surprisingly simple habit that can dramatically improve your ability to think in English faster. And once you understand it, your daily conversations may start feeling smoother than ever before. All right, Emma, let's talk about one of the most powerful habits for becoming fluent in daily English.
Thinking in English?
Exactly.
Honestly, I think this is the moment where English starts feeling natural instead of translated.
Very true. And viewers, this is important. Fluent speakers usually do not translate every sentence from their native language first.
Because translation slows your brain down.
Exactly. Real conversations move too quickly for constant translation.
So how can learners start thinking directly in English?
Start small. Extremely small.
Meaning?
Don't try to think about philosophy or complicated debates immediately.
Probably a bad idea for beginners.
Very bad idea.
So what should they do instead?
Think about simple daily moments in English.
Like, I'm hungry, I need coffee, I'm running late.
Perfect.
Or, I don't want to wake up yet.
Extremely relatable.
Especially in the morning.
Exactly. The goal is building automatic connections between situations and English phrases.
Instead of translating from another language every time.
Right.
You know what's fascinating? Once learners start thinking in English during normal daily activities, their speaking speed often improves naturally.
Absolutely, because your brain becomes more comfortable producing English directly.
Almost like creating a second mental pathway.
Great description.
Okay, Alex, let's give viewers practical examples they can use immediately tomorrow morning.
Excellent idea. Imagine your alarm rings.
Worst moment of the day for some people.
Very true. Instead of thinking in your native language, try simple English thoughts.
I'm still tired. I don't want to get up. I need 5 more minutes. I should make coffee. That actually feels manageable.
Exactly. Keep it simple and realistic.
Then while getting ready, where are my keys? I'm going to be late. I need to hurry.
Perfect.
Then during work or school, I'm hungry. This meeting is taking forever. I can't wait for lunch.
Excellent.
Honestly, this sounds less like studying and more like building a habit.
Because that's exactly what it is.
And habits become automatic over time.
Precisely.
Okay, Alex, can we talk about another thing fluent speakers do naturally?
Sure.
They recycle vocabulary constantly.
Ah, yes, that's incredibly important.
Many learners think fluent speakers know endless vocabulary.
But in reality, daily conversations use a surprisingly small group of common words repeatedly.
Really?
Absolutely.
Think about how often people use words like good, bad, busy, tired, hungry, late, funny, stressful.
Constantly.
Exactly. Fluent communication is often mastery of common vocabulary, not endless advanced words.
That's honestly encouraging for beginners.
Very encouraging.
Because some viewers probably feel overwhelmed trying to memorize giant vocabulary lists.
Which often creates frustration.
So instead of learning rare words, focus deeply on useful daily words.
Exactly.
And learn how native speakers actually use them.
Perfect.
Okay, let's explore something really important for daily conversations.
Tone?
Yes, the same sentence can sound completely different depending on tone.
Very true. Listen carefully. I'm tired. Now imagine different emotions.
Angry tired, happy tired, exhausted tired, dramatic tired.
Exactly. Emotion changes communication dramatically.
Which is why listening practice matters so much.
Right. English is not only words. It's rhythm, emotion, emphasis, pauses, reactions.
Basically personality.
Exactly.
Can we do some examples?
Sure.
Sentence. It was a long day. Relaxed tone. It was a long day. Frustrated tone. Oh my gosh, it was such a long day. Wow. Same words, completely different feeling.
Exactly. Native speakers use tone constantly to communicate emotion.
Which explains why robotic pronunciation can sound unnatural even with correct grammar.
Very true.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about humor in daily conversations.
Ah, yes. Humor is everywhere in casual English.
And honestly, native speakers joke constantly.
They really do. Even during stressful situations.
Especially during stressful situations.
Very true.
So how can learners start casual humor better? First, understand exaggeration and sarcasm are common in English. Examples? Sure. If someone says, well, that went well, after a complete disaster, they probably mean the opposite.
Exactly. That's sarcasm.
English humor can be very indirect sometimes.
Very true.
Another example?
Someone arrives completely exhausted and says, I'm alive, barely.
That's funny because it's dramatic exaggeration.
Exactly. Casual humor really makes conversations feel more natural and relaxed.
Absolutely. But viewers shouldn't pressure themselves to become funny immediately.
Definitely not. First, focus on understanding and comfortable communication.
Humor develops naturally with exposure.
Exactly.
Okay, Alex, let's do a realistic evening conversation between friends.
Great idea.
Hey, how was your day?
Honestly, total chaos.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Everything went wrong. I woke up late, spilled coffee on my desk, and then my internet stopped working during an important meeting.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, but at least the day's finally over.
Honestly, I think everyone watching can relate to that.
Probably.
And viewers, notice how natural this conversation feels. The vocabulary isn't difficult.
Exactly. The power comes from realistic emotion and familiar situations.
Which means your own life already contains thousands of English practice opportunities.
Absolutely.
Okay, now I want to discuss something many learners struggle with emotionally.
Comparing themselves to others?
Yes.
Ah, that's a big one.
Especially online. People see fluent speakers and suddenly feel discouraged.
Very true. But comparison can become dangerous during language learning.
Because everyone learns at different speeds.
Exactly. Different backgrounds, different practice time, different exposure, different confidence levels.
Different life situations too.
Absolutely.
So viewers should compare themselves mainly to their past self.
Perfectly said.
If your English today is slightly better than 6 months ago, that's real progress.
Exactly. Small, consistent improvement matters enormously.
I think many learners underestimate how much progress they've already made.
Very true, especially because progress often feels gradual.
Until suddenly you understand a conversation that once felt impossible.
Those moments are amazing.
Or you realize, wait, I just thought in English automatically. Huge milestone. Okay, Alex, can we talk about confidence during silence? Interesting topic. Some learners panic when there's a pause in conversation. Very common. They think, I need to say something immediately. But natural conversations contain pauses constantly, especially when people are thinking. Exactly. Silence is not failure. That sentence alone might calm so many viewers. I hope so. Comfortable pauses actually make conversations feel more relaxed and natural, instead of rushed and stressful. Exactly. So if you need a second to think, that's okay. Completely okay. You can even say, let me think. Perfectly natural phrase. Or, that's a good question actually. Excellent conversation filler. Native speakers really use these phrases constantly. They do. Okay, viewers, quick challenge. The next time someone asks about your day, don't answer with only one word. Add one extra detail. Instead of, good, try, pretty good actually. I finally finished a big project today. Excellent example. Or instead of, bad, try, I'm tired honestly. It's been a stressful day. Perfect. Tiny details make conversations feel real. Exactly. And the more you practice these little expansions, the easier speaking becomes. Very true. Okay, Alex, let's discuss one final important habit before we wrap up this section. Consistency? Yes, consistency beats intensity almost every time in language learning, meaning daily small practice is better than rare extreme study sessions. Exactly.
10 minutes every day can become incredibly powerful over time.
Absolutely. The brain learns languages best through repeated exposure.
Which means daily contact with English matters more than occasional perfection.
Perfectly said.
And honestly, viewers watching this full episode are already building that consistency right now.
They are. Every minute spent listening to natural conversational English helps strengthen understanding and speaking ability.
Even if progress feels invisible sometimes.
Especially then.
Because growth is still happening quietly in the background.
Exactly.
All right, in the next part, we're going to bring everything together with realistic stories, advanced daily life situations, and powerful conversational techniques that help English feel more natural, automatic, and confident in real-world situations.
Plus, we're going to explore how fluent speakers continue conversations smoothly without awkward endings or nervous silence.
And once viewers learn these conversation flow techniques, everyday English interactions will feel dramatically easier.
All right, Emma, let's talk about something that makes conversations feel smooth, natural, and confident.
Keeping the conversation going?
Exactly.
Because many learners know how to answer questions, but they don't know how to continue naturally afterward.
Very common problem. A conversation can suddenly become awkward if answers are too short.
Like this? How was your day? Good. Silence.
Exactly.
Painfully awkward.
Very painful.
So how do fluent speakers avoid that?
They expand slightly and return energy to the conversation.
Ooh, explain that.
Instead of giving dead-end answers, they add details or ask follow-up questions.
So instead of, good, you say, pretty good actually. Work was busy today, but I finally finished an important project.
Perfect.
Then maybe, what about you?
Exactly. Conversations work like emotional exchange.
Which means communication is shared responsibility.
Very true.
Can we practice this naturally?
Definitely.
How was your day?
Honestly, pretty stressful. I had meetings almost all afternoon.
Oh, really? What kind of meetings?
Mostly project discussions. Everybody seemed tired today.
Yeah, I think this week has been exhausting for everyone.
Notice how each answer gives the conversation somewhere to go.
That's such a useful skill.
And viewers, this matters because confidence in English isn't only about grammar, it's also about conversation flow.
Which is something textbooks rarely teach properly.
Exactly.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about another realistic daily life situation.
Unexpected problems?
Yes, because people constantly talk about annoying little problems.
Absolutely. Complaining politely is almost a social activity in some cultures.
Honestly, true.
Listen to these natural examples. My phone battery died. My internet's been acting weird all day. I completely forgot about my appointment. I lost my keys this morning. My computer froze during work.
Acting weird is very conversational.
Extremely conversational. Native speakers use phrases like acting strange, acting funny, acting weird all the time.
English really becomes more natural through these small everyday phrases.
Exactly.
Can we turn one into a mini story?
Of course.
Yesterday, my phone battery died while I was outside, and I suddenly realized I didn't remember anyone's phone number. I felt completely helpless.
Excellent.
Honestly, that sounds terrifying.
Modern life depends heavily on phones.
Very true.
And viewers, notice again how simple vocabulary creates a realistic story.
That's becoming a huge theme in this episode.
Because it's true. Daily fluency is usually built from common words used naturally.
Not from sounding like a dictionary.
Exactly.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about another thing fluent speakers do naturally.
Showing interest?
Yes.
Great topic. Good conversationalists react with curiosity.
Meaning they don't only talk about themselves.
Exactly. They ask questions, respond emotionally, and encourage the other person to continue.
Which makes conversations feel warm and engaging.
Very true.
Can we give viewers useful follow-up questions?
Absolutely. Here are some fantastic daily conversation questions. Really? What happened? How did that go? What did you do after that? Were you nervous? How was it? What are you going to do now?
Those are incredibly useful.
Because they work in countless situations.
And they make conversations continue naturally.
Exactly.
Okay, viewers, here's something important. Good English conversations are not performances.
Beautifully said.
You don't need to impress people with perfect vocabulary.
You simply need to connect naturally.
Ask questions. React honestly. Share small stories. Listen carefully.
Exactly.
Honestly, I think many learners pressure themselves way too much.
Very true.
They try to sound advanced instead of sounding comfortable.
And ironically, comfortable English often sounds more fluent.
That's such an interesting paradox.
It really is.
Okay, Alex, let's move into realistic social situations, because many viewers probably want practical examples they can imagine using tomorrow.
Great idea.
Situation 1. Talking to a coworker in the morning.
All right.
Morning, you look tired.
Yeah, I barely slept last night.
Oh no, everything okay?
Yeah, I just stayed up too late watching videos online.
That sounds incredibly realistic.
Because these conversations happen every day.
Situation 2. Talking to a friend after work.
How was your day?
Honestly, so busy. I didn't even have time for lunch.
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah, but at least tomorrow should be easier.
Excellent.
Situation 3. Weekend conversation.
Any plans today?
Not really. I think I'm just gonna relax and clean my apartment.
Honestly, that sounds perfect.
Wow, these really feel like authentic daily English conversations.
Exactly. And viewers, if you repeat conversations like these aloud, your speaking confidence will improve dramatically.
Because repetition builds familiarity.
Right. Eventually, these patterns start feeling automatic.
Which is exactly what fluency is.
Very true.
Okay, Alex, let's discuss another powerful speaking habit.
Listening before responding?
Yes.
Many learners become so focused on their next sentence that they stop truly listening.
Which increases anxiety.
Exactly. But good conversations happen when you relax and focus on understanding first.
Then responding naturally becomes easier.
Right.
You know what helps conversations feel less stressful?
What?
Realizing you don't need perfect responses immediately.
Excellent point.
Sometimes simple responses are enough.
Absolutely. For example, that makes sense. Seriously? No way. That's interesting. I know exactly what you mean.
Native speakers use these constantly.
Because reactions are conversational glue.
Ooh, I like that phrase.
They connect interactions smoothly.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about confidence in public English situations.
Such as restaurants, stores, and phone calls?
Exactly.
Ah, yes. Many learners feel nervous during real-world interactions.
Especially because there's pressure and speed.
Very true. But most real-life English interactions are surprisingly repetitive.
Really?
Absolutely. For example, restaurants often repeat the same patterns. Are you ready to order? Can I get you anything else? Would you like a drink? Enjoy your meal.
Which means preparation helps enormously.
Exactly. Familiar situations become easier with repetition.
Can we do a restaurant example?
Sure.
Hi, are you ready to order?
Yeah, I think so. Can I get the chicken sandwich and a coffee?
Of course. Anything else?
No, that's all, thanks.
Honestly, that's much simpler than many learners expect.
Exactly. Real-life English is often practical and repetitive.
Which means confidence grows quickly once you experience these situations repeatedly.
Very true.
Okay, viewers, here's a question. What real-life English situation makes you most nervous?
Ordering food, talking on the phone, job interviews, meeting new people?
Write your answer in the comments because identifying your fear is the first step towards improving it.
Absolutely.
Okay, Alex, now I want to discuss something emotional.
Go ahead.
The moment when learners suddenly realize, wait, I'm actually improving.
Ah, yes. One of the best feelings in language learning.
It usually happens unexpectedly too.
Very unexpectedly.
Maybe you suddenly understand a movie scene. Maybe you answer automatically in English. Maybe you think in English without trying.
Those moments feel magical.
And they often arrive quietly after months of consistent practice.
Exactly. Progress is usually gradual until one day you notice things becoming easier.
Which is why patience matters so much.
Absolutely.
I think some viewers need encouragement today.
Then let me say this clearly. If you're still practicing, still listening, still trying, you are already succeeding.
That's beautiful.
Because language learning is not about perfection, it's about persistence.
And every conversation, every mistake, every awkward moment teaches you something.
Exactly.
Okay, Alex, before we move toward the final recap later, let's give viewers one powerful daily challenge.
Great idea.
All right, everyone listening right now. Tonight before sleeping, try this. Describe your entire day in English for 2 minutes.
Talk about your morning, work or school, food, feelings, problems, plans, anything.
And don't worry about perfect grammar.
Focus on communication and comfort.
Exactly.
Because fluency grows through expression, not silence.
Very true. And honestly, if viewers practice this daily for 1 month, their confidence could improve dramatically.
Absolutely.
All right, next we're moving into the final section of this episode.
We're going to recap the biggest lessons, reinforce the most useful daily life phrases, and help viewers leave this episode feeling motivated, confident, and ready to use English in real conversations immediately.
Plus, we'll share one final mindset shift that could completely transform the way viewers approach speaking English every day.
And trust me, it's simpler than most people expect. All right, Emma, we've talked about daily conversations, confidence, emotions, storytelling, reactions, and real-life English situations.
And honestly, I think viewers are starting to realize something important.
What's that?
Fluent English is not about sounding perfect all the time.
Exactly.
It's about being able to connect, express yourself, and communicate naturally in everyday life.
Beautifully said.
And that changes everything because suddenly English stops feeling like a school exam,
It becomes part of your real life.
which is exactly the goal.
Absolutely. So let's recap some of the biggest lessons from today's episode.
Number 1, stop answering everything with one-word replies.
Yes, instead of good, try pretty good actually. I finally got some time to relax today.
Tiny details create real conversations.
Exactly.
Number 2, simple English is powerful English.
One of the most important lessons in this entire episode.
You do not need complicated vocabulary to sound natural.
In fact, many fluent conversations use extremely common words repeatedly.
Busy, tired, hungry, late, stressful, relaxing.
Exactly. Master common daily vocabulary deeply.
Number 3, emotions matter.
Absolutely. Real conversations are emotional.
Don't only describe events, describe feelings too.
For example, I was nervous before the meeting. I felt relieved afterward. I was completely exhausted by the evening.
Those emotional details make your English feel human.
Exactly.
Number 4, practice speaking before you feel ready.
Very important.
Because confidence grows through use, not waiting.
Every conversation trains your brain,
Even awkward conversations.
especially awkward conversations.
Number 5, consistency beats perfection.
Huge lesson.
10 minutes of daily English exposure is incredibly powerful over time.
Podcasts, videos, self-talk, journaling, shadowing, all of it helps.
Small daily habits create massive long-term progress.
Exactly.
You know what I love most about today's topic?
What?
Every viewer can practice this immediately after the episode.
Absolutely.
Tonight they can describe their day in English. Tomorrow morning they can think in English. At work they can use natural reactions. With friends they can tell many stories.
That's the beauty of daily life English. It's instantly useful.
And honestly, useful English feels much more motivating to learn.
Very true.
Okay, Alex, let's do one final realistic conversation using everything we discussed today.
Great idea.
Hey, how was your day?
Honestly, pretty exhausting. I had a lot of work to finish and I barely had time to relax today.
That sounds stressful.
Yeah, especially because my internet stopped working during an important meeting.
Oh no, did you fix it?
Eventually, yeah. So now I'm just happy the day's over.
Honestly, I'd probably order food and go straight to bed after that.
That's exactly my plan.
That conversation sounds so natural and relaxed.
And viewers, notice again, simple vocabulary, clear emotions, small details, natural reactions.
That's the real formula for conversational English.
Exactly.
You know what's amazing?
What?
Some viewers watching this episode probably felt nervous about speaking English before we started.
And now they're realizing daily English can actually be simple and manageable.
Because they already have stories to tell every single day.
Absolutely. Your life is already full of English practice opportunities.
Morning routines, food, work, stress, weekend plans, funny moments, bad traffic, being tired.
Real life creates endless speaking topics.
Which means you never run out of practice material.
Exactly.
Okay, viewers, here's something important. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start speaking English confidently.
Because confidence is built during imperfect moments.
Through practice, through mistakes, through repetition, through real conversations.
Exactly.
And honestly, if you can talk about your daily life naturally, you can already handle a huge percentage of real English conversations.
Very true.
Because everyday communication is the foundation of fluency.
Absolutely.
Before we finish, let's give viewers one final challenge.
All right.
Starting tomorrow, spend just 2 minutes every evening talking about your day in English.
Out loud if possible.
Describe what happened, how you felt, what annoyed you, what made you happy, what you plan to do tomorrow.
And remember, simple English is enough.
Don't stop because of mistakes.
Keep speaking.
Keep expressing yourself.
Keep building confidence.
Because one day, without realizing it, English conversations that once felt impossible will suddenly feel natural.
And that moment is incredibly rewarding.
All right, everyone. If this episode helped you feel more confident about speaking English in daily life, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Talk Easy Daily.
And tell us in the comments, how was your day today?
Even one sentence in English is fantastic practice.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to participate.
Because this channel is not about perfect English.
It's about real English,
Real conversations.
real confidence.
And real progress. One day at a time.
Thanks for spending time with us today.
Keep practicing.
Keep listening.
And keep speaking English every single day.
We'll see you in the next episode of Talk Easy Daily.